Visiting the imprisoned is something Jesus talks about in Matthew 25 when he talks about the final judgment. It's one of the acts of mercy. It's one that it's easy to forget. When I came here to the diocese, I've been so impressed by prison ministry, the outreach, especially of our deacons, but many of our lay people and our priests. They really go to visit the imprisoned and pray with them and support them. It's almost like a mini parish. I'm so impressed. Visiting the imprisoned is an act of mercy because even if somebody committed a crime and is paying for it in jail, they're still a child of God. They're still worthy of God's mercy and forgiveness, and they're worthy of our attention. So I always think, how would I feel if I was in prison, justly or unjustly? How I would savor every visit, every letter, every expression of concern from the outside. I think until we're in prison or in a hospital or nursing home, it's hard to understand how important it is, just those little gestures of affection and outreach. My first visit to death row in Michigan City last year will always be in my heart. I went from cell to cell, talked with all of the men. And the last one, when I was turning to leave, he reached through the bars and grabbed my arm and asked if I would pray with him. And I did. And at the end of my prayer, I asked him to pray, and he did. It was a powerful moment of communion. When you think about it, Jesus identifies with prisoners because on the last night of his earthly life, he was arrested and put in jail before his execution. He was on death row. So Jesus identifies with even the prisoner, even the condemned, even the criminal. We as followers of Christ are called to go and do the same. It's connected to comfort and console the afflicted. So we think of all the different afflictions that strike people, whether that's physical, emotional, spiritual, psychological. And we know that when we're in distress, our listening ear, our compassionate heart, a simple gesture makes all the difference in the world. So think of somebody in your life that is afflicted today in ways little or small and do something for them. When you do that, you change the world. It's an act of mercy. It's an act of graciousness.